What's up, everybody? This is James, aka jmooreonkeys. I'm here with a tutorial of a gospel classic, We Offer Praise, by Rodnie Bryant. So let's jump right in. This song starts in the key of C and it goes up to D flat. So let's start with C. Let's go over the scale. C is the 1, D is the 2, E is the 3, F is the 4, G is the 5, A is the 6, B is the 7, and of course C is the 1 again. All right, so this song starts off with a really sweet piano intro. All right, so that's really simple, and it covers part of the song as well, which is always great. So we start off with this chord. That's going to be the basic chords I'm playing in my right hand: A flat, C, D, and G. And in my left hand, I'm just playing that G. And I'm going to move these Gs, keep the same chord, but move the Gs down to Fs. So same thing, I just rolled into the G. That's going to take us to the 5, which is like a 1 over a 5 chord. My left hand is playing G and E, and if you can reach up to that second G, go ahead. And my right hand is playing a C major chord. That's G, C, and E. And then I do 3/6. Over the 3, I'm playing E and D in my left hand. My right hand is playing E, F sharp, A, and D. Then I move to the 6. That's going to be A and E in my left hand, and my right hand is playing a G major chord, G, B, and D. And I'm kind of grace noting into that B from the A. And then it does the 6/2 move. So now I'm playing A in my left hand, and I'm playing E, G, and B in my right hand. And then my pinky is going to play that D for the melody. So now I'm going to be playing D and C in my left hand, and my right hand is going to play E, F, A, and C. And then we move on. So I'm playing A and F, and then I move that up a whole step to B and G. And then I'm playing C and A. You can add the F in there as well, because that fits. Just make it an F major chord. And once I hit this F chord, I'm going to play G and F in my left hand. So it's going to be. And I move it up a whole step to G major in my right hand. D, G, and B. Left hand stays the same. So. And then I land on the 1, but I'm doing a suspended move first. So I got C's in my left hand, and my right hand is playing G, C, and F, but this top note is going to move F, E, D, F, E. That's very important to the song. All right, so all together, 3/6, 6/2. And then we end on that 5. Left hand is going to be playing G and F. My right hand is going to be playing A, C, E, and G. And now we're into the song. So that's really easy. I would probably play it like that for the first time, because at the beginning, it's mainly just keys and the voices. So I would kind of play it more mellow, not really open it up till the modulation. So let me show you how I would do it. All right, so we would start with that C major chord. We're coming out from the 5. And then C. So I'm doing C in my left hand. My right hand is gonna do G, C, and E. Or you might see me play it as like a drop 2. I'll just do it as drop 2s. So C in my left hand. My right hand is playing G and E. Then I move it down. B in my left hand. My right hand is playing G and D. I move down to the 6. A and E in my left hand. Actually, A in my left hand. And then I would have E, A, and C in my right hand. And again, play around with the versions, play around with voicings, whatever sounds good to you. This is just, I'm trying to keep with like the format of the song and also how I would play it. So keep moving that down to the 5. G, D, G, and B. That's what it is from the bottom to the top. And then to this flat 5 right here. That's F sharp and D in my left hand. In my right hand, I will play E and A. Or you could just do F sharp and play the D, E, and A in your right hand. Whatever works for you. And then back to that G major chord. Same one we just did. And then we, from there, we go to 7. That's going to be B in my left hand. And my right hand is playing A, D, and F. To the 3. That's E and D in my left hand. And my right hand is playing A flat, C, and E. And then to the 6. Same thing we just did. Only difference is I would play kind of like this. The only difference with this chord, same chord I showed you on the F sharp, I'm just playing D on top for the melody. So far. Going to the 7, 3, 6, and if you need help with those 7, 3, 6s, I do have a video breaking those down. I believe I do it in the key of C actually as well. But breaking down 7, 3, 6s, 5, 1, 4s, all these circle of fifths progressions. I also have a free PDF in the description, so if you click the link, you can get a PDF of all of these progressions. 7, 3, 6, 7, 3, 6, or 5, 1, 4, all written out. So check that out in the description. So back to the 5. So on that 5, I will play same chord, just with the D on top. G, D, and then G, B, and D in my right hand. We lift our voice. So the next chord is going to be the same. Only difference is my left hand plays an F at the bottom. So that G moves down to F. Everything else stays the same. We lift our voices to say. That 3 right there is where we hit, just like this chord, just a different inversion, different voicing. I'm doing E and C in my left hand, and my right hand is going to play E, A flat, and C. So we lift our voices to sing. So after that, you're kind of doing the intro just a little bit different. So we still have this chord, still have that move in the right hand. My left hand, though, is going to play D, C, B flat, A flat to the 5 while all that's going on. So it's going to look like this. And then 3, 6. You could do the same thing as the intro if you want. Different voicing option. That's going to be E and D in my left hand. And my right hand is going to play G, B, D, and F sharp. I'm going to that 6. That's A, E, and G in my left hand. My right hand is going to play B, C, E, and G. And then to the 2. And here's where it kind of loops. So we have D, A, D, and F for the D minor chord on the 2. Then we have this diminished chord. That's going to be D flat and G. And then I'm also playing B flat, D flat, and E. And then you're back to B flat. We already know this. Same thing we just did. I might hit this diminished chord first. Same one as the walk down. Then you do it again. And I'm gonna give you some different options here, because you might be playing this for a minute. So something else you could do there, instead of doing like a basic, and this could even replace like a 2-5. Something else you could do there is so let me break that down real quick. I'm doing A flat. This is all going to be drop 2s, by the way. So I have A flat in my left hand. My right hand is playing D, F, and C. Then I move down to this diminished chord, G, D flat, E, B flat. Then F, C, D, and A flat. Same chord as here, just inverted. So, and then another diminished chord, D flat, G, B flat, E. D, A flat, C, and F. E, B flat, D flat, G. And then F, C, D, and A flat. And then I hit the C at the top. And I play E and G, but I'm sliding into the E. And then I fill out the rest of the chord. So the rest of the chord is G, C, and then G, C, E, G, E, excuse me, G, C, E, G. Same chord as the 5 chord over the 1, or 1 chord over the 5. So altogether that's And the reason why that works is because when you have this kind of chord here, you can always, this is a half diminished chord, by the way, minor 7 flat 5, half diminished, whatever you want to call it. But half diminished chords or minor 7 flat 5s go great with diminished chords. So every half diminished chord has a diminished chord that pairs with it. Easy way to tell which diminished chord goes with your half diminished chord is put the chord in root position. For our purposes, D is the root. So this would be root position, D, F, A flat, C. And then you go down a half step from the root. So a half step down from D is D flat. And then you make that diminished chord, that fully diminished chord, which is just minor thirds. D, E, G flat, B. So all I'm doing there is just inverting. First of all, I'm doing drop 2. So the top comes down. And then I'm inverting it. So here's my half diminished, then my diminished chord. Then I'm going back to half diminished in a different inversion. Then I'm doing diminished again, but I'm making a different melody. Then half diminished, diminished, and half diminished. And then I'm back here, so. All right, so that's a fun one to try. What's another one? That's another good one. Something else I like to do, a 2-5-1, but in the minor third of the key I'm in. So let me explain. So we're in C right now. And if you go up a minor third from C, you would have E flat. So if I'm in E flat and I play 2-5-1, the 2 is going to be F, E flat, and A flat, C, E flat, G. And then B flat is the 5, so that's B flat, D, and my right hand is playing A flat, C, D, and F. And this chord right here is the same as what we were using over the 2 in C. So all I'm doing there is instead of playing, I'm keeping that melody and I'm just making it a 2-5-1 in E flat, which would be F minor 9 and a B flat 9, excuse me, and then 5. So let's hear that in context. So here we go. 2, 5. So that creates kind of like a mysterious sound there. Just something I like to do to mix that up a little bit. So play around with that. And then we already know the rest. Mercy for us. Same as the intro. Then we take it up. That's going to be A flat and F sharp in the left hand. And the right hand is going to play B flat, D flat, F, and A flat. And from there, it's pretty much the same. I'm probably going to open it up more. Excuse me. All right, so D flat, A flat, and D flat in my left hand. My right hand is playing, actually I'm just going to keep it D flat and A flat. My left hand is playing A flat, D flat, and F. Then I move down to C, A flat, and B flat. in my left hand, and my right hand is going to play A flat, B flat, and E flat. And then to the 6, B flat, F, and A flat. And in my right hand, I'm playing F, B flat, and D flat. And then 5, A flat, E flat, A flat. And my right hand is E flat, A flat, and C. So I'm doing G, E flat, and F. And in my right hand, I'm playing a suspended chord, B flat, E flat, F, and B flat. And then back to the 5. Same 5 we just did. Then 7. Then 7. C, F sharp, and B flat in my left hand. And my right hand is playing B flat, E flat, and F sharp. I almost said F sharp. 7, 3, F, E flat, and in my right hand I'm playing A, D flat, F, and then 6, same thing, or you could have that G or E flat on top like we did before, and then 5, we lift our voices. So that's A flat major chord. That A flat moves down to F sharp. And then on the 3, just like before, F, E flat, F, D flat. And in my right hand, I'm playing, or you could do F, E flat. And my right hand is playing E flat, A, and D flat. And then we're back to goodness. So in this key, we have A, D flat, E flat, A flat, and then that A flat moves down to F sharp. My left hand is walking down E flat, D flat, B, A flat, just like before. Three, 6, F and E flat in my left hand, and my right hand is playing A flat, C, E flat, and G. Then to the 6, B flat, F, and A flat. And my left hand is playing, my right hand is playing C, D flat, F, and A flat. Then 2, diminished. So that 2 chord, E flat, F sharp, B flat, E flat, F sharp. And then I move down to the diminished chord, D, F, A flat, B, D, F. And then same thing. That's what they do in the song. All you're doing there is F sharp, F, E flat, and then you're just outlining that diminished chord. And then F sharp, A flat. So, and then same thing as before. I'm just changing it up a little bit with my voicing to make it easier to come out of that. But you know that chord. All right, so we come out of that. Same move as before. I'm not gonna go every note. Just catch it real quick. F sharp is the only thing moving. All right, so only one other part to go over in this song, and that is you are worthy of glory. So the bass kind of does. So the bass goes, and then everybody goes 1 7 6 5 flat 5. So you're basically walking down from the 1 1. That's going to be D flat, A flat, D flat, F. Move that down to the 7, C, A flat, C, E flat, 6, B flat, F, B flat, D flat, 5, A flat, E flat, A flat, C, E flat. And then this same flat 5 that we did before, G, E flat, F, B flat, E flat, F, B flat. So that's what the bass is doing. Everybody comes in. 5. So that's going to be regular 5 chord. We already know this one. A flat major, A flat, E flat, A flat, E flat, A flat, C. You are worthy. Up to the 5 now. Glory, honor. So that's going to be a not 3. I'm thinking A flat. It's going to be a 7. So you're playing C and E in your left hand, and your right hand is playing B flat, E, and A flat. That would be the same as doing this chord too. If you want to keep it really simple, just have your A flat, move your left hand to C and E, and just move this A flat down to E. Same basic idea. So and then I move to F major chord. F's in my left hand, C, F, and A in my right hand. F. Then move up to this diminished chord. That's G and E in my left hand. My right hand is going to be D flat, E, G, and B flat. And then another diminished chord. Actually, I'll play like this. A and F sharp in my left hand, and my right hand is going to play C, E flat, F sharp, A, and C. So you're landing on that 6. We know this 6 chord, B flat minor. Sometimes what I like to do though, since the melody is going praise, I like to do, and that's just C and E flat in my right hand, and I'm sliding up to that C. Then we know this part. We already know this part. So let's go over that new part. actually, your goodness and your mercy. Diminished move. Let's do that other move. So 2-5 in E, since we're in C sharp now. For your goodness. And let me give you one more move there. Something else you could do. So I could do. That one's a little crazy, but what you could do is, so I know I'm going to this diminished chord, so 2. Then I know I'm going to this diminished chord. So I'm just gonna invert it, drop 2, and do a little inversion move. And then drop it a half step. And then another inversion. Half step up. And then D flat on top for the melody. So let me break that down note for note. B, F, A flat, and D. So, and then I move to A flat, D, and B, and then back up. So, and all I'm doing is rolling into that B. And then move everything down a half step. And then do the same thing. But instead of going back up here, so, sorry, let me break that down. B flat, E, G, and D flat. And then G, D flat, and B flat. And instead of going back up, I'm gonna go down, an inversion, to E, B flat, D flat, and G. And then take it up a half step to F, B, D, and A flat. And then my pinky's gonna play that D flat. Then my left hand plays E flat, A, and D flat. And my right hand is playing A flat and B, and then down to F sharp A. So that's another fun one to try. So. The next part is really easy. You're just walking straight down. 1, 7. This is the same as the verse for real. 1, 7, 6. Then we have a 5-1-4. 5, 1. So 5, A flat, E flat, and F sharp in my left hand. And my right hand is playing B, E flat, F sharp, and B flat. Then I move to the 1, D flat, F, B, E flat, F, A flat. And then 4, 3, so 4, F sharp, D flat, F sharp. And my left hand is playing B flat, D flat, F, and B flat. Then 3, F, D flat, E flat, and my left hand. My right hand is playing A flat, D flat, E flat, and A flat. And then 2, E flat and D flat in my left hand. My right hand is playing B flat, E flat, and F sharp. And then 5. Then you do the whole thing again. Sometimes on the 5 I'll do that. A flat on my left hand, E flat on top, and in my inner voices I'm doing D flat and B flat, and then move that down to C and A flat. It's a really nice sound. All right, but that is the whole song, We Offer Praise. It's really great. Get all those extra movements in there and just play around with those and have fun, because those will be good substitutes for your 2-5 walk-ups that you hear all the time in gospel. So play around with those. All right, and that's all I have for you today. Keep commenting, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep sharing. I appreciate it all. Love you guys. See you in the next video, and happy practicing.